afternoon, everyone, and welcome to my presentation on Maastricht University's Going Green. I'm glad to introduce to you my idea to you guys who serve as a jury of the Green Office of Maastricht University today. Because I think my idea would save Maastricht University huge amounts of money, which can be invested again in other green ideas. Furthermore, it would make Maastricht University greener than ever by reducing both directly as well as indirectly their carbon footprint. Furthermore, I hope that Maastricht University will eventually end up higher on those rankings of the different institutes on the internet. Actually, I went on the internet last night and I took a look at those rankings, and there was actually no site where I could find Maastricht on those lists except for one site. And I would like to ask you, in which place do you think Maastricht University is? And I have to say that it was a list of 200 universities. So make an educated guess.
16 or 17?
198.
You're close. 197.
Wow.
So I would like to change that, and now you probably think how. I want to do that by stop the sale of all those bottled drinks in universities, because first of all, they come with a lot of waste, and I would like to reduce that waste. By doing so, we would save lots of money on those contracts which we have with the garbage collecting firms. Furthermore, I think that those bottles are anyway too expensive, because 75% of the cost price of such a bottle is allocated to the bottle itself, so the package. Therefore, it would be good to have something else in university in order to drink. My solution would be this bioplastic bottle, and now you probably will think, what's bioplastic? It's a plastic which is both green, biodegradable, as well as biological. And what does all this mean? It basically means that you can use this bottle for 3 years, which is as long as a bachelor. Afterwards, you can put it in your own garden, and it will be decomposed within less than 3 months without the emission of methane. I even found a site of a company which produces such bottles, and next to the letter of the president, which I'm not going too deep in, you can find some facts about what is bioplastic, and it will actually explain you what I just said. But another nice fact, which is interesting, the company is carbon neutral. And I will go back, because actually I want to ask you guys, what do you think does carbon neutral mean? Does someone know that? No one? Maybe an educated guess again? So what this company does is basically they produce these bottles, and next to that they plant trees and walk to their work so as to not create the identical amount of carbon emissions that they make with the production. So basically the net value of carbon emissions is 0, and therefore I think this would be a good solution of a company to buy these bottles from. Here you can see the whole process of biodegradation of a bottle, and with this picture I actually want to show you that biodegradability doesn't mean anything, because it only means that nature can be decomposed by nature. And just like a biodegradable bottle, this can also happen to a normal plastic bottle, but only over a larger time span. So for a normal bottle it can take from 20 up to 100 years, but for these bioplastic bottles it will take maximum of 3 months. Here you see those water refillers or water coolers, whatever you would like to name it, which they have in the library already, but not in those faculties for some kind of reason, I don't know why. And now you probably will think, well, this plastic thing on top, this 50-liter bottle is also plastic. That's true, but those bottles are basically made to be reused and refilled 100 times and afterwards recycled. So they're not too bad for the environment as the smaller bottles. Since there are always people who do not want to drink water, we can install those soft drink refilling stations. It would be good to install such stations instead of those bottles, both for the reduce of waste, but also because we can make large profits with these machines, because the profit margins of those machines are 5 times as high as the sale of bottled drinks, incorporated that water will be dispensed for free. My attitude towards recycling is positive, and therefore I would like you to recycle as well. But recycling, just like the production of plastic bottles, still comes with a high CO2 emissions, and therefore it would be good to have less waste and to recycle less, of course. And by implementing my idea, the red bin can be left out in university, although we have no bottles, no bins yet. And according to its color, is also worse for the environment. Although we have the capacity to basically recycle all our plastics, still 90% of all of it gets burned and landfilled. Here we see a picture of a landfill. A landfill is basically the top source of the emission of methane, which is a greenhouse gas that it's 72 times more potential than CO2 in the short term. And in studies of greenhouse studies, they mean with the short term, they basically mean 20 years. I'm not saying all of this because I want to fill up my 5 minutes, but because it's truly a hazard for the environment. Moreover, the company where I work next to the university, my studies, sells and rents out these machines. They can be rented out for $2,000 a week. Here you got a folder of them. If someone is interested, please take a look at it. So it wouldn't be in my best interest at all to make such claims. By implementing my idea, we are able to break even within less than half a year, just like Erasmus University and the University of Tilburg already did. Incorporating that the water will be dispensed for free, that we can make more profits with these soft drink refill stations, that we save money on garbage collecting contracts, and so on. Thanks for your attention. Are there any questions?